Hello everyone, my name is Ips, and this is Don't Starve. If you've never played this game, I highly recommend it. It is a survival game. I'm not going to do like a huge tutorial on this or anything. This is strictly just a playthrough. I don't have a whole lot of experience with this game. I played it when it first came out. They've done some updates since then, so there's a lot of new stuff that we'll encounter on here that I will have no idea what it is or how to deal with it, but we will cross that bridge when we come to it. So let's get started here. I'm going to choose Willow because she is immune to heat damage, and the last few times I've played this game, for some reason, either myself or some other things around me have always caught fire, and I've died from that quite a few times. And kind of tired of getting caught on fire, so we'll take the girl who is immune to fire damage. So let's get started. Alright. Now, hopefully there isn't too much in this that's changed. I mean, I know they've added caves and stuff, but we'll see. Alright, here we go. That's Maxwell, the main villain. Alright, and now we start collecting things. First we're going to start collecting flowers, because what we're going to need to do is make a garland, and it helps with your insanity. The three main things you got to worry about are your hunger, your sanity, and your health. I do have 2 mods installed. I also hit the wrong buttons all the time. I have the mini-map mod, which I don't really need on right now. We can close that. I also have another mod that when you pick up food, like from this berry bush here, or this carrot, it'll tell you how much hunger it will replenish and how much health it will give you back, if any. Some foods give you health back, some of them don't. Like berries, if you whether you cook them or not, I don't think they give health, but again, I could be wrong. They might have changed that. We're going to gather some sticks. We're going to gather some grass, because we're going to need those for a lot of things. Sticks you need for making tools, such as pickaxes and axes. Ooh, we need those seeds. Gotta chase that bird away. So you use those to make basic tools. We need one more piece of flint, and now we can make an axe. And there we go. Now we can chop down some trees and get some wood, which is obviously vital in order to make fires. Up here in the right hand corner is the basically daylight timer. Tells you how long you have. The red here is dusk, where it gets darker, but it's not super dangerous at that point just yet. It's usually like a heads up, hey, you need to make a camp. I do not want to do that. Also, if you are playing this game, I would recommend replanting any trees that you happen to chop down, because there is such a monster on here called the Tree Guardian, and if you chop down enough trees without replanting them, the tree that you were chopping will come to life as a Tree Guardian, and he will proceed to just beat the crap out of you, and it's fun for no one. You can tame them, well, not really tame them, but you can keep them from attacking you if you plant trees near them, but again, that really depends on how many trees you've chopped down previously, because sometimes that's not enough. I've had experiences where I go to plant a tree and he just bludgeons me to death because I apparently did not appease him. So yeah, gotta replant those trees. But I only need a little bit of wood for right now, because what we're going to do after gathering a few initial I'm going to make a pickaxe here too, because we're going to need that. After making or gathering a few initial resources, we are going to need to find a specific biome. This game has quite a few different. We probably get some wood. Has quite a few different biomes. So you wanna find, in my experience, the best place to make a camp is what I call the plains biome, but I don't really know exactly what it's called officially. But it's usually the home of a lot of rabbits and rabbit holes, which is essential in the winter, because when winter comes, if you're making farms or whatever, I'm gonna try and catch that turkey. I'm not gonna catch him though. I'm not gonna catch him. I'm not gonna catch him. Come here, you bastard. Come here. Come here. Come here. Ha. Never mind. I'm not gonna catch him. He's too fast. Anyway, I don't even remember what I was talking about. Oh yeah, winter and this. Like, basically this area here. And see, dusk has happened. How big is this area? So it might be pretty sizable. Sort of. Stones are good. We want stones. What we really want is a bigger type of stone. It's got gold streaks in it. That usually means those have golden nuggets in them. And you use those for making science machines and stuff like that. So we'll eventually find one of those. Dang it. There we go. Alright, let's get these rocks here. And we got plenty of time before dusk, so let's check out and see how big this area is. Because this game likes to tease you and make you think, oh yeah, you've got a big plains area here. And then, no, it's not. But this is actually fairly sizable. Another cool thing about the plains area, or what I call the plains area, I really don't know what it's called, but we're calling it that for, you know, our purposes here. Alright, grass suit. That's like armor. Yeah, somebody did not do well. The other cool thing about it is it's got these creatures called beefaloes. You can shave their hair to make a hat. You make winter clothing out of them. And they also are a source of manure, which you use to fertilize farms and everything. Which, you know, farms are useful in the summer, but not so much in the winter. In the winter, you want the rabbit stuff. So, I mean, you still can. If you have manure, you can still grow the farms, I think. I don't know. They might have changed it. Who knows? Yeah, see, there's the... But at least it's got a lot of rabbit holes, so we might end up setting up camp here, because it's as good a spot as any, and there are plenty of rabbit holes and rabbit homes and stuff that we can set, because you can make traps. That's one of the things here. You make traps to catch rabbits. You got to be careful with that, though, because there is a karma system in this game, and if you kill too many... innocent, they refer to them as innocent mobs, but you know, stuff like rabbits and pigmen and stuff. There's a little creature that will appear. I really cannot remember his name, and he will start stealing your stuff, and it's no good. So we don't want that. All right, well, this is kind of in the middle of an area here, so we might just make our camp right here. Plus it's close to a little path, which is always good. I should really make that thing like right now, because woo, that was that was close. If you do get enveloped in full darkness, there is a creature called the Grue that will attack you, and it does 100 damage with each hit. And seeing as how I only have 150 to start with, I probably would not last too long. So we're gonna go ahead and cook up these carrots here, because we're gonna need to replenish our hunger bar there. That's pretty much the only thing to do at this point for nighttime, because we can't go anywhere without a light source. Technically, Willow does come with a lighter, but I really don't want to risk it at this point. It's only day one. I really don't want to die right now. I'd at least like to put it off for a little bit. And a little more. There we go. But yeah, she does come with a lighter, so you know you can venture out. But yeah, let's not. Also, if you go out in the darkness or stray too far from the light, your sanity goes down pretty quickly too. So since we're here, let's go ahead and start planting some trees, because what we're going to want to do eventually is have like our own tree farm here, have our own grass farm, and then regular food farms over here. I mean, we're going to expand this base. The only problem is every 10 days or so there are these hounds that attack you, and it's really no fun. I've died so many times from those things, because they do hit fairly hard in the beginning of the game, and if you haven't like found all the resources you need, and made a science machine at least so that you can make a spear, yeah, you're gonna get owned pretty well, and that's just no good for anybody. So we're going to do a little more exploring, see if we can find an area where they've got some rocks. We'll have to go investigate that here in a minute. I'm pretty sure I know what that is. Pick up some carrots and these berries. You also need the science machine to make advanced tools as well. You can make a shovel and a hammer and pitchfork and stuff like that. Always hitting the E and Q buttons. Let's see here. We activate this. This is basically a respawn point because technically, when you're killed and don't starve, your world gets deleted. You're permanently playing on hardcore mode when you play this game, which is cool. But at the same time, you know, if it's taking you a while to get used to the game, and you finally get into it and you die, you know, you've done all that work and it's for nothing. But you know, some people are big on the hardcore aspect of the game. I'm a pansy. I'm not. You know, I play games on peaceful or on easy because I like playing the game. I don't necessarily need a challenge all the time, but you know, it's whatever you prefer. So, but yeah, there are ways to keep yourself coming back. I think there's also what they call a meat effigy, where if you collect enough meat from monsters and other things, it's basically another respawn point. And I think there's a couple, maybe 1 to 2 of these on each map. But the maps themselves are absolutely huge. There's a rabbit. I almost got him. Alright, so there's a path here, so we might follow that and see where that leads. I think, yeah. Usually these will lead to like a pig village. Okay, here we go. These are, I think there's like 5 to 8 things that you have to collect in order to move to the next zone or the next world. Again, I've never gotten that far, so I don't know. I've only read about it. Oh man, we really should have made our base up here. There's a whole lot more rabbits up here, but that's okay. We're still reasonably close to it, you know, if you look here. So we'll just wander around. See if maybe we can find some beefaloes or something up here. At least if we can, you know, locate them, that'd be good. But we don't want to stray too far away from the base because then we will not make it back in time. We'll have to make a temporary camp, and it's a hassle. And I'm lazy, so you know I don't really want to do that. All right, so I'm not seeing any beefaloes here at all, but it is a huge. Come here. See if I can get him. Nope, he's going for the hole. That's what she said. Anyway, aha, here we go. All right, yeah, let's pick up the manure. Collecting some poop. All right. These guys, they're also useful if like you're getting chased by something and you can't kill them. You lead them over to these guys and they will usually beat the shit out of them. You do want to watch when they're in mating season or rutting season, their asses turn red, and that means stay away because if you get close to them, they will wreck your face. So I've had many times where I just wasn't paying attention and they just absolutely just beat the ass out of me. So don't want that, but that is cool that we have some of them here. But I really need to find an area where I can get some gold nuggets, potentially like even a cemetery area, because they have like graveyards and stuff in this game, and you can dig up those graves if you have a shovel. It affects your sanity by a lot, negatively, but there's also usually some scattered all around. Gold nuggets, that is. So we'll have to see if there is any kind. Wow, there's a lot of them here. Wow. Well, this is good. You know, it's good for you know when we get around to making a farm. But as of right now, we really have got to find some stones that have the gold nuggets in it. Where am I going? Oh no. I really hope I can make it back in time. Plus, hunger. See, even though it's not fully dark, your sanity does go down a little bit. So, you do want to try and keep a light source. I guess it doesn't. I guess it really doesn't matter, does it? It's still going down, but oh well. Pick up these seeds. You can use those. You can eat those, or you can plant them in your farms when you make them. Just depends. I really need to stop using the map so much. Oh, and hitting those buttons. That's good. Dumbass. Jesus. Alright, so we're going to get back to base camp. We're going to cook up some food, eat some food. We may make a few traps. Alright, let's get this fire going here, even though we've got plenty of time. Oops, did not mean to do that. Want to cook them. Also, I got to free up some inventory space anyway, because I got to make a couple traps to trap some rabbits. So, eventually we want to get some charcoal and stuff too, so we can make a crock pot which makes better food or improved food, so that you can it basically improves your health a little more each time, you know, as opposed to you're eating a steak as opposed to a sandwich, you know, that type of thing. So dang. Alright, so we're gonna make at least 2 traps, and we'll put that one there. I don't know if we'll be able to catch anything since they're so close to camp, so I try to usually put them fair distance away, but like I said, I'm an idiot and I made my camp in an odd area. Definitely should have made it up north, but we may move it at some point. I don't know. It depends on when and if we are able to find any of the other things that we need right now, because as it stands, not doing entirely great, but it could be worse. I've been in games where it's a lot worse. So, all right, night is coming here. We're gonna eat a little bit more, but yeah, the game itself it can be very difficult. Why did that go out? That should not have went out. Wow. We also need to get that science machine going because it allows us to refine things into planks, boards into planks, and planks give you a lot of light, and also a longer fire. It sustains it a little bit longer. But yeah, the bad thing is if you do notice that if you don't add fuel to the fire, the light slowly creeps in. So eventually, I do know you get shadows and stuff attacking you. I don't know if they do actually attack you, but I do know that you do not want to go out into the darkness. So, so I think we're gonna call the first episode there. We'll see what's gonna happen here soon. I'm pretty confident that we can find a spot with the rocks and the gold nuggets that we need. But that'll be our next plan of action. Is to get a science machine put together so we can at least make a spear, because I think around like day 8 or 9 is when those hounds start attacking, so we're definitely going to need the spear before then. So that's our top priority right now, and then we'll work on getting a farm and work on getting everything else we need. So thanks for watching, and we will see you next time.